Good evening. This is All Sports with LD coming back at you with another YouTube post from my YouTube channel. Before I get into tonight's content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Alright, let's get to it. When I first saw this, I could not believe what I was reading. I am shocked that the Seahawks would be considering Baker Mayfield as their next quarterback. This is just my opinion, but he's a terrible quarterback. We all saw what had transpired in Cleveland. He couldn't get the job done. 3 out of the 4 years he was there in Cleveland, he was double-digit in picks. This, to me, it's like going backwards, not forward for the Seahawks. If you're going to trade for Baker Mayfield, you might as well go into the draft and draft a rookie quarterback and let the rookie quarterback start. I don't understand the thinking of the Seahawks. I mean, it would be better off if you would go after Cam Newton. Cam Newton, even though he's in his 30s, he's still better than Baker Mayfield. I mean, this is just, it's unbelievable. They would even be considering Baker Mayfield as the next quarterback. I mean, the stats, in my opinion, his stats, in my opinion, doesn't equate to trading for him as a next quarterback following Russell Wilson. It just doesn't. See, when you have one of the best wide receivers in the game on your team, and you still can't get the job done, your stats are no better with Odell Beckham Jr. as a wide receiver. I mean, just think about it. How is it that you still remain a below average quarterback with one of the best wide receivers in the game? I mean, it's almost unbelievable that Seattle would even look Baker Mayfield's way. In my opinion, he's a backup quarterback. He's not a starter. And it's just my opinion, I would soon let him rot on the Cleveland Brown Brents because you know Deshaun Watson is going to be a starter in Cleveland Brown in the Browns. And there is no doubt in my mind Deshaun Watson will be the starter come the 2022-2023 season. There's just no way that Baker Mayfield will beat out Deshaun Watson as the starter in the Cleveland Browns. So this is my opinion. Yeah, if I was the Seahawks, I'd move on. Just let him rot on the bench in the Cleveland Browns. See, this is not the college game. He was successful at OU. Great. That's the college game. But up to this point, he's been a piss poor quarterback. Cannot get the job done. I mean, that's just flat out. You see the stats here. He cannot get the job done. He is not a good quarterback and probably never will be a good quarterback. Why? Mechanics are all wrong. He does not work on his game as a quarterback. And you see the stats here. He has not changed from year to year, with the exception of one season in 2020, where he threw a single-digit pick. Passing percentage was slightly below his first year at 62.8%. They went 11-5, the only winning season with him as the quarterback. Is this what Seahawks want? A subpar quarterback? Can't even tie the shoelaces of Russell Wilson? Is this where we're going with this? Like I said, it would be better off if they went to get Cam Newton and signed him. Cam Newton is still a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield, even in his 30s. Even if he's lost a little bit of speed, he's still better than Baker Mayfield. I mean, you can pick almost any quarterback around the league that's better than Baker Mayfield. I mean, this is just but you know what? And I take this back. I shouldn't be surprised because here's the thing, and this is what I've noticed about the Seahawks. I just thought I'd put Russell Wilson's career stats with the Seahawks up here while I talk about the Seahawks. So when the Seahawks won Super Bowl in 2014, and one of the things that I had said, speaking to many people about this, is that the Seahawks are in trouble now because they won the Super Bowl with third, fourth, fifth round draft picks. And they were able to get these draft picks at a pretty good price, being third, fourth, fifth round draft picks. But now that they've won the Super Bowl, they've got to pay these players now. And as time went on, you saw how the Seahawks dealt with this team. After the Super Bowl, that vaunted defense began to slowly unravel because the organization didn't want to pay these players. They wanted to still keep them at a very cheap rate. But you can't do that anymore since they're Super Bowl champions. But slowly but surely, the defense started breaking down. Certain players started leaving. Certain players got disgruntled, especially after Russell Wilson got that $100 million contract. Now, I'm not saying he didn't deserve it, but when you don't want to pay your defense what it's deserving, and then you go give the guy $100 million. Like I said, I'm not saying he wasn't deserving. I'm just showing the track record of this organization. And slowly but surely, you begin to see this defense, major parts of the defense leaving. Earl Thomas left. He was disgruntled. Richard Sherman is another one. Left. He was disgruntled. I mean, there are a host of players that left that organization because they didn't do things the proper way. Now, 2021, they go 6-8. Now all of a sudden, we hear rumblings that it's probably last season for Russell Wilson. So you can't break down a defense, and you can't break down an offense and then expect one player to save you and still to perform at a high level. You can't do that. So, and that's why I said I take it back because I had to remember who I'm talking about now. And so now, the Seahawks are looking at a mediocre at best quarterback. This is not the way you start off moving on from a quarterback who won 104 games, 53 losses, one tie. This is not how you move on from a quarterback of his stature. In 10 seasons with the Seahawks, he was what? One, two, three, four 4 years out of the 10 years he was with the Seahawks, he threw double-digit picks. But the majority of the time, you see it. Here's the stats: 26 TDs, 9 picks; 20 TDs, 7 picks; 34 TDs, 8 picks; 35 TDs, 7 picks; 31 TDs, 5 picks; 25 TDs, 6 picks. And this is you're going to pick Baker Mayfield to replace this quarterback, a Super Bowl champion. This is who's going to follow Russell Wilson? Really? I mean, this is pathetic. I mean, if Matt Hasselbeck was still playing, I would take Matt Hasselbeck over Baker Mayfield any day. And taking Matt Hasselbeck is not saying much. Because at least Matt Hasselbeck got to a Super Bowl. And he probably wasn't the greatest quarterback, but comparatively speaking, yeah, I'd take Matt Hasselbeck over Baker Mayfield any day of the week. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping the organization will reconsider. So that's what I have. Until next time, have a good one.